What is this place?
The Hall of Apprentices. A living place, created by magic. Hidden between two moments in time.
But is it supposed to be so cold in here?
I feel it too. It seems that no one has been here for far too long. And even in Mousewood, almost no one remembers us. Only the elderly.
How long's it been since you were last here?
Too long, it seems. It's up to us to keep the tradition alive. The Hall of Apprentices is a place of transition. Your training begins here, today, and it will end here. Everything takes place under the protection of the first tree.
The first tree? Is it this one?
That is only a statue. The first tree is the oldest tree in this region. It watches over the woods, over the portal trees. It holds this world together. Trees like it are so old that they already exist in other spheres. Their roots reach into dreams, into fantasy.
So where is the first tree?
You may have already visited it in your dreams, but the clearing in which it stands is concealed. The paths which lead there are hidden, like this room. Once your training is complete, I will lead you to the clearing. That is the tradition. But first, you must finish your training, and to do that, we must get this thing working.
First tree. No idea what that is, but there are two of them. It must belong to that machine. It doesn't quite fit. Fits.
Not bad at all. But the thing still won't work.
There.
Aha! But now let me get back to work.
I can use that to call Plato at one of the Golden Post horns. Then he'll whisk me away on his bike. It's kind of creepy the way they stare at you. I wonder who they all are. It's kind of creepy. I wonder.
Why is this all stuck?
There's a ball stuck in the glass tube. I can't get the ball out that way. I can't get the ball. That looks better already, but something is still missing.
Has so much time really passed?
Let's see if it's as easy as fishing change out of the gutter. It worked!
But no.
That looks better already, but
impossible.
something is still missing.
It works! Wonderful! You did a great job! The electromagical apparatus is uncoupled from the flow of time. It processes information from the past and future and prints it out in pictures on cards pressed from the leaves of portal trees. There!
May I take them?
Of course! These 16 cards can already tell you a lot about your training, if you understand how to read them. But these cards are like dreams. Everyone should interpret them for themselves. Unusual. Another card. What does it show?
That's me!
Extremely unusual. What could that mean?
Somebody's floating there. That's a ghost.
A ghost, Jerry? I don't think so. Or have you left your body behind for good this time, magician of Mousewood?
I can feel my leg going numb not far from here. No, I appear to have retained my body, even if it isn't getting any younger, and its scars are itchy. Tell me, Marquis, how did you escape?
Escape, magician? I bring an apprentice. I'm pleased to see you, and to know that the Hall of Apprentices is protected.
So, you are bringing an apprentice. Tell him he shall visit me in my house.
What does the floating man want from me?
He's the guardian of the portals. Your training begins. Take the key, Jerry. You must visit the magician of Mousewood. It won't be easy to wake him, but soon after, you learn your first spell. They're back. Seek the lock to the key which the ghost lost in the Hall of Apprentices. Behind the door, you'll meet an old friend of mine. See you soon.
Yikes! The key just dissolved into thin air, but now the door is open. What sort of place is this? Everything is so huge. It's enough to make you dizzy. This stone looks strange.
This is a picture column from the Hall of Apprentices.
Oh, where did that voice come from? It sounds familiar.
In the Hall of Apprentices, there is a column for every apprentice who was trained here in these woods. But this one here was spat out by the Hall a long time ago. I found it deep in the woods. Now I'm trying to unravel its secret. Banishment by the Hall caused the picture to burst into 32 magic drops of dew, which are now spread all over Mousewood. Those who are able to understand the whisper of the rocks can ask the column itself how many drops are still missing. If someone collected all 32 drops, the dew could form the image of the expelled apprentice.
Wow, that sounds exciting. Oh, a huge abandoned train station. A sticker.
In the Hall of Apprentices, but this one here, I found banished those if...
Wow! Wow! A gigantic living room for a giant. Although seeing as I'm the size of a mouse, maybe it's not so big after all. I wonder who lives here. Ugh, it smells a bit like old socks in here. Wow, this is high. A giant chunk of chocolate. I also took the tinfoil. I'll take that. Still smells okay. There's also a bed here for little people. Oh, somebody's sleeping there. That's probably the friend I'm supposed to wake. Hey! Nothing. We have a plant like that at home too. Too bad. I can't move the stick with my hands. Otherwise it would reach to the clock. We have a plant like that at home too. Too bad. Uh-oh. I'd say that worked pretty well. It looks like that's the thing that goes cuckoo. It's enormous. When it rings, it must make a humongous noise. The cuckoo didn't do anything. I think the clock is broken. Oh, great. The joint is rusted. Won't move. Silver foil won't help here. It smells like my model train. I'd better not touch it with my bare hands. There. There. Now it's fixed. Now the cuckoo should have a voice again. Oh, something fell out of the clockwork. Well, it's probably not an important part. Wow, that was loud. Let's see if it woke the giant. Oh man, he's still asleep. Hey, wake up!
Oh, dash it all.
Uh-oh, I didn't mean for that to happen. Hello? I was just trying to repair your clock so I could...
Did your teacher tell you to do that?
No. Why would he?
Old magician of Mousewood. I see my apprentice has...
Did you put him up to that?
No, really.
All right. Ow, my head. Wait 1 second. I bid you welcome, Jeremiah Hazelnut. So, you are the rabbit's new apprentice.
A tree walker in the making. Indeed.
Oh, so you aren't a ghost.
No, not really.
Aro Molina, the magician of Mousewood, is a master of active sleep. When he sleeps, his waking spirit goes wandering.
Wow, that's cool.
Perhaps one day he can instruct you in his art.
Aro. No one has spoken that name in a long time. Yes, it has been a long time. A very long time since an apprentice has been trained in Mousewood.
Really? That long?
We should make ourselves somewhat more comfortable, old friend. Young Hazelnut, I hear that you have already proven yourself as a tree walker in Mousewood. Your next test will be to pass the 4 portals of Mousewood. Behind each of the portals, you will learn a spell.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
But first, there is something you need to return.
What's that?
Pardon me, but I think you have my book.
Oh, yeah, the mouse with the backpack gave it to me.
Thank you. It is very valuable to me. Now, I would like to write one about you. I collect stories, you know.
Who was that? He seemed familiar to me, but I can't recall why.
Only a wood sprite, a close acquaintance of mine. You should rest, Jerry. This has been a long day for you. Rest for a little while.
If you say so.
And he's asleep.
Old friend, what in all the worlds are you doing here?
I am training a tree walker.
That is not what I meant. I say this in all friendship. It is impossible for you to be here, believe me.
Nothing is impossible.
You slept all night.
Yeah, but not too well. I miss my bed.
Be brave, Jeremiah Hazelnut. Magicians have to be strong.
Your next test will be to pass the 4 portals of Mousewood. Behind each of the portals, you will learn a spell.
Okay.
From now on, you can switch back and forth between day and night by sleeping in a hammock or reading this magic book. It can enthrall you for hours, making time appear to pass in an instant.
Return to the portal tree through which we came to Mousewood. There you will learn your first spell.
I'm sure you already have your cards, don't you, Jerry?
Yes.
Do you know how to play quartets?
Yep. No.
I will show you.
Take your seats.
You can use the magic cards from the Hall of Apprentices to play a game. Here in Mousewood, the game is known as quartets. This game consists of 32 cards belonging to 8 quartets, or families, and of course 4 cards per quartet. If you do not yet have 32 cards, the other player will lend you some to make your deck complete. The goal of the game is to obtain as many complete quartets as possible. Every player starts with 10 cards. The 12 remaining cards lie concealed in the stack and will be picked up later.
Choose a card.
It's your turn. You now get to ask for one of the other players' cards, but only cards from quartets where you own at least 1 card yourself. First pick the family and then the card. 1, 2, 3, or 4 for which you want to ask.
Let's see. I'm sure you've got this card.
If the other player doesn't have the card you asked for, then you draw a card from the stack, and it's the other player's turn to ask for one of your cards. If the other player has the card you asked for, then you receive the card and get to keep asking. So you see, it's important to remember which cards you've already asked for and which cards the other player has taken from you so far. This will allow you to predict with some certainty what cards are in the other player's hand. The better your memory, the better your chances of winning. Remember, you can play with those cards, but their true worth does not lie in gambling. Still, I wish you luck.
Excellent.
Let's see. This card. I bet you've got it. Yes, I did that on purpose.
Draw a card. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. Opponent asks for a card. Draw a card. It's your turn.
This card. I bet you've got it. Yes, I did that on purpose.
Draw a card. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. Opponent asks for a card. Draw a card. It's your turn.
I'm sure you've got this card. Haha! Let's see what card you've got there. This card. I bet you've got it.
Excellent.
Let's see what card you've got there. This card. I bet you've got it.
Well played. Quartet.
Let's see. I'm sure you've got this card.
Excellent.
Let's see what card you've got there. This card. I bet you've got it.
Well played.
Let's see. This card. I bet you've got it. Yes, I did that on purpose.
Draw a card. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. Draw a card. It's your turn.
I'm sure you've got this card. Oh, rats.
Draw a card. Quartet. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. Draw a card. Choose a card.
I'm sure you've got this card. Very well. Let's see. This card. I bet you've got it. Nope, you don't? Again?
Draw a card. Opponent's turn. Opponent asks for a card. 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 Draw a card. It's your turn.
This card. I bet you've got it. Very well. Let's see. This card. I bet you've got it. Very well.
Quartet.
Let's see. This card. I bet you've got it. Haha! Let's see what card you've got there. I'm sure you've got this card. Haha! And another quartet. Let's see what card you've got there. I'm sure you've got this card.
Terrific.
Let's see. This card. I bet you've got it. Very well. Let's see. I'm sure you've got this card.
Excellent.
And another quartet.
That's it.
I win. Ooh, this isn't so easy.
Here in Mousewood, people like to play cards. If the people of Mousewood see your cards, they will be very eager to play with you. You can also find additional secret cards, such as This,
But that's Mum.
indeed. Remember, there are 4 cards in each quartet, just as there are 4 portal trees, inseparably connected. This star map can show you where they lie. Your mother is the 2nd card in your quartet.
And the other 2?
You will understand my words soon enough, and then everything will change.
A gigantic living room for a giant. Ugh, it smells a bit like old socks in here. There aren't any stars I can use to orient myself there. Wow, this is high. Good day.
More like good night.
What are you doing here?
I guard the city by night. That way everyone feels safe and can sleep in peace. Some have reported a fox roaming around the fields near the brook bridge. If I see it, I can poke it or sound the alarm. I also make sure the glow nuts in the city are still working.
Ah, those glowy nuts that are always surrounded by lightning bugs.
Lightning bugs? Oh, you mean fireflies. I like fireflies. Our family makes the nuts by hand. The juice in the nuts glows like a female firefly.
Ah, I see.
Yes, it's a bit odd, but that attracts the little guys.
I'd really like to have a nut like that.
Me too. I don't have one at home myself. Unfortunately, they're very expensive, except for the town council and the Hare family. Hardly anyone can afford them, but now and then I look in on the Hare family when they're celebrating. When I see all the glow nuts and happy faces there, it warms my heart, no matter how cold the night is.
What a weird statue. There's a little stone face in the crystal. And some kind of amber thing. I hear a fine sound, very, very softly, like someone flicked a glass. Uh-oh, I think Conrad is still awake. Rather boring paperwork. Old, but boring. What's that? Another card. A table shaped like a 3-leaved clover.
Do you think it will be better than building a shelf?
From what Church Mouse Senior's told me, it'll be even better than planning a bench.
Looks like a still life. I don't see any hours or minutes on it. It looks like the mice's clocks only show you whether it's day or night. Well, I guess that's all you need. That won't do any good. That won't. That won't.
Don't worry, this time Junior isn't after your piggy bank, he's after your sanity. This show will give him a second source of income, along with dealing in things, stuff and junk. We also had a darling green crack beetle. A real crowd puller, let me tell you. Unfortunately, it ran off the day before yesterday. Junior almost caught it.
A green beetle, hmm?